Now, building a family require an incredible effort in both sides in understanding what it takes to build a family. So the second rule is that we have to keep in mind is what comes after the mission statement in a business plan. Anybody, come on. Huh? You never really built a business plan, did you? A second element of a business plan is the vision. Where are we going with this? What do I need? What do I need in order to build a family with you? You know, this is major. If you ask people today, if you ask yourself today, before you get married, when you're in a relationship or dating, you ask yourself the ultimate question. I need to get married, right? I want to build a family. Let's assume it's all clear. I want to build a family. Family is an important institution for me. Building family, creating kids, and building a generation after generation is an important value to me. It's an important value in my life. So you ask yourself, okay, I need a partner, right? What kind of a partner I need? Please understand that the question should never be, what partner do I want? What you want to ask yourself, and you can write it down, what partner do I need? Not what I want, but rather what I need. And I'll explain that to you. When we go and we try to find a spouse, where do you meet? If you're a man and you're looking to meet a girl, where do you go? What is the real process that people usually do in order, today in our time, in order to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Where do we go? Huh? We go to parties. We go to bars. We go to events. We go to family gatherings. And oops, there is someone there that catched our eyes, right? Is that how it usually starts? Now, if you're a man, and let's be honest and truthful, what is the first thing that catch your eye that makes you start or begin to consider the possible match? What is it? Huh? The looks, the attraction. What do you believe is the real value of beauty in a real relationship? The truth of the matter is, we always believe that if I marry a beautiful woman, my life will be a successful life. Whatever the definition of beauty, by the way. But the reality is, we all know, a beautiful wife might be a plus. Is that the foundation of what I need, to build a family with? Again, think business. When you want to hire a VP of marketing, and you have two people that applied with their resume. One of them, beautiful lady, but just graduated USC. And the other one is a very, very not too beautiful person with 450 pounds, but she ran Microsoft. She was a VP of Apple. She's very not beautiful. Which one would you hire? Which one would you hire? Let's be honest. You would definitely, unless you are really insane, if you're a normal human being, you will hire the other one. The one that has experience, the one that has values, the one that proved results, The one that has what it takes to build your business. Now, if we set up the right business plan at the beginning and our mission statement is clear to us, there is no doubt that we will look for someone who can do the job. For some of you, it might be a little too late. But when you speak to people who are about to get married, as much as we might hate that, do you know what's the first thing to do when you're looking to get married? To try to find someone that knows two people. That knows you very well and knows the other person very well. And when I am talking about knowing the person, I know it sounds crazy, but it is a reality. When I speak about knowing the person, I am talking for nothing less than opening an FBI file on the person you're about to marry. And when I say an FBI file, I mean every word I say. You want to know, A, that the goal of your life is set and clear to you. And you want to make sure that you have the criteria of the person you're looking for. And you want to make sure that this person has what it takes to build our business, called family in that matter. I want to open an FBI file because I want to know where you came from. I want to know your family. I want to know in what ground, in what garden you grew up. I want to know what kind of life, of marriage life you saw, you experienced. I want to know your values. Those are extremely important elements. I don't care about how you look. Obviously, by the way, I want you to know, whenever I'm speaking about this, people are making fun of me. When I said looks is not important, they say, look at you. You're right. With the type of wife you took, yeah, you really want to tell me that you didn't care about the look, right? I have to admit, yes, look is extremely important. Extremely important. You will never be able to share a life with a person you're not being attracted to physically, and by the look and by the appearance and by the attraction. No doubt about it. It's granted. But it should not be the value, it should not be the foundation of your relationship. The actual work that you need to do is get to know the person. Now, what happens if you're already married and you hear me talking about opening an FBI file? You might look at yourself and say, hey, boy, it's too late for me. No FBI, no CIA, no nothing. It's done. The truth is it's not. You can open an FBI file with your wife. And let me tell you, one of the biggest secrets that people are missing in a relationship is that people believe that dating is a concept that applies prior to marriage only. One of the keys of success you can have on a practically speaking is date your wife, date your husband. And what that means is that yes, set up a time. Set up a time with your wife or with your husband to go on a date. And when you go on a date, whether it's a dinner, whether it's a breakfast, whether it's a drink in a hotel, whatever, whether it's at home. Can be anywhere. But have a date. And date means, what are the issues, the topics we're discussing? When people go on a date today, a couple that's going on, what are we talking about? What are we talking about when we go on a date today? We're talking about family events, what your mom did to my mom, what your grandmother planned to do to my grandfather, how the business is, what the kids did today, Ignore the whole world, and this is $1,000,000 advice for you. Ignore any of your surroundings. Ignore any of the family members. Ignore anything about work. Talk to me about me. Talk to me about us. Let's talk what I like about you. Put it down. Write it down. Let's talk about what do you see in me positive. And I'll tell you what I see in you positive. You can talk expectations, you can talk dreams, you can talk plans, but it's got to be between us. When people believe that dating ends the moment we exchange rings, they're making a tremendous, tremendous mistake. Dating should only begin in real life after we get married, because we start to get to know each other. We start to see what the needs of life are. And that's the second point that I wanted to mention. It is very important that we keep in mind the following rule. And here is the rule in dating. And dating is not only before getting married. And here is the rule. Are you ready for it? And you can write it down if you wish. Just like every other business, when the brain leads and the heart follow is the key for success. When the heart leads and the brain try to follow, it's the key of a failure. If you go to an open house, you want to buy a house, and you see the house and you meet the owners, what is the first rule should pump to your mind right away? Do not show interest. A better word? Do not show, same thing but another word, huh? Excitement. Do not show excitement. I'm dying to see this house. No, I understand. Just keep cool. Just keep cool. Let's take a look at the numbers. Let's make sure we can do it. Let's calculate everything, make sure we have the means, and we can do the job, and we can buy the house, and it will make sense financially to us, and we're not going to buy this house because we like it, and we're going to collapse and die 6 months later. When the brain leads, the heart is most welcome to follow. When the heart leads, the brain will never catch up, and you will fail. It's very simple. That's why most of relationships that starts with those kind of gatherings or going to the bar and going to a party and, oh, I really like this girl. Really, what did you like about her? She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful will means nothing in your relationship. Oh, listen, she's coming from a very, very important family. What is important? Oh, from a rich family. Is coming from a rich family will help your marriage? I don't know. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. If your goal is to get married right, and that means to make a lot of money, the more money she's coming with, the better deal you did. Do you care what she looks like? You don't care about anything. The bank account is fat and deep. It's great. If my goal is to make money. But if your goal is to build a true, deep relationship, will money be a benefit to it? To some extent. To some extent, money is a great fuel that helps us to have a good life, but is that necessarily the foundation? Most definitely not. So again, whenever you are in a relationship or just about to start a relationship, close your heart and open your eyes. See clear with your own eyes. What is it that you see in this person that you like? What is it that you see in this person that you feel will do the job? What is the job? We already set up on the mission statement. Is that clear so far?